Well, okay, so here's another scrapbook video. Um, the video I'm doing now, this is the third time I'm making this video. This is the third time I'm going to be making this video. The first time I made this video, it got deleted along with around 60 other videos. It got deleted accidentally. So then the second time, after re-watching the video, I saw that I made a mistake. So that's embarrassing. So now, okay, so here's the third time I'm redoing this video. Hopefully I don't make any more mistakes. Hopefully it doesn't get accidentally deleted. It just had to be this video too. I feel like I'm in shadow here. How do I fix that? I don't know how to... Am I always in shadow with the hat? Um, yeah, it just had to be this video that I gotta do all over again because I was not looking forward to doing this video the last time I did it because it's sick and disturbing. The article that there's 3 articles just on this one page and they're sick and disturbing. So I really don't want to have to read this article again. One thing that happens when you're exposed, sometimes when you're exposed to sick and disturbing things or violence in general, you may get desensitized just from repetition of it. Here I go again. Okay. Maybe if I'm closer, I'm not in shadow as much. Closer to the light. I guess I can turn the light on brighter, but I don't want to give myself a headache. Headache? I guess that's better. Okay, so here we go again. Murder charge filed in dismemberment slaying. So this is in this article is it's in Fargo. It takes place in Fargo. In the Fargo area anyway. Which is interesting to note since there's that movie called Fargo, which was a really weird movie where people got killed. Also, I've been rewatching the show Eureka that was on Sci-Fi. There's a character in there called Fargo, Douglas Fargo, and I've been to Fargo once. It's really flat up there. It was windy and flat. Fargo, North Dakota. The testimony of Dennis Gates' former wife led to a murder charge against him and the death of a man whose dismembered body was found more than 3 years ago. Gade, 42, who is currently in prison for stealing the identity of Timothy Wicks, was charged Thursday with killing Wicks. Diana Frug, Gade's former wife, told investigators that she helped Gade slide Wicks' body into the garage of their home in Gardner, north of Fargo. Frug said Gade told her he shot Wicks, 48, of Hales Corners, Wisconsin. Wicks' decapitated body was found January 2, 2002, beside a country road near the Michigan side of the Menominee River, along the Wisconsin state line. His head was found 2 weeks later about 35 miles away in the same river, near Niagara, Wisconsin. Cass County State's Attorney Birch Burdick said the case sounds like a crime novel. This case has some remarkable aspects to it, ones that I haven't seen before, ones I trust we will never see again, Burdick said Thursday in announcing the charge against Gade. Investigators interviewed Frug in February 2004. Burdick said the investigation was difficult because it involved law enforcement agencies from 3 states and more than 2,000 pages of evidence. Because we have multiple agencies involved, it has taken some time to put together all the interviews we needed and all the information we thought was appropriate, Burdick said. He would not comment on specific evidence or about Frug's testimony. What I can say is that we are bringing this here because we believe the murder happened in Cass County and this is the appropriate jurisdiction for this case, Burdick said. Frug told investigators that Wicks was killed in the home where she and Gade lived in Gardner on the night of December 28, 2001. Frug said she saw Gade put a plastic bag over Wicks' head as he lay bleeding and dying on the kitchen floor. Okay, that was really horrible and disturbing. It's really sick and disturbing what humans are capable of doing. Humans do a lot of sick and disgusting things to animals, which I talked about in my Gary Yourofsky review videos. So humans are okay, or they don't want to know about what goes on with all the cruelty that other humans are doing to animals. They don't want to know about it because they want to keep taking part and keep supporting with their money the death of all the animals in the animal agriculture business. So that's what I'm referring to. So people are okay with all of that because they're just animals, and humans are so superior to the non-human animals on the planet. So they just don't. They either don't care or they don't want to hear about it. But yeah, when it's humans hurting other humans, then they take attention. They like, oh well, that's bad. Of course it's bad. It's bad. It's all bad. It's bad when humans hurt other humans, and it's bad when humans are killing all these animals unnecessarily for food. So with this murder charge filed in dismemberment slaying, it's just so sick, and it just makes you wonder what's the motive here. That's what I wonder. Like, why would you do this? Why did this person do such a sick thing here? What was the motive? Was it money? Seems like money is a motivator for a lot of things in the world. I don't know. And I guess you just have to assume that he's guilty. I don't see a confession in the article at all, but we do have a witness saying that she was an accomplice, apparently. So it's pretty disturbing. Okay, here's another disturbing article. Man gets 50 years for child sex ring. This is in Green Bay, Wisconsin. A drifter who investigators say rented a house in Beaver Dam and became a ringleader of a child sex and pornography ring that stretched across the nation via the internet was sentenced Thursday to 50 years in prison. William Martin, 34, lured boys to his home, sexually assaulted at least a dozen of them, and invited men he met on the internet to do the same, according to criminal complaints and federal affidavits. He also recorded the sex acts and sold the images. He also was sentenced to serve 9 years of supervised release after his term. Man sentenced to jail for locking girl in kennel. 41-year-old St. Paul man was sentenced Thursday to 90 days in jail for locking his girlfriend's 11-year-old daughter in a dog kennel to discipline her. Eric Bear also was placed on probation for 2 years in order to pay future counseling costs for the victim. Bear and his 34-year-old girlfriend, Deborah Cameron, were both charged in February with unreasonable restraint of a child. Cameron reached a plea deal in April to have a second count of unreasonable restraint dismissed in exchange for her testimony against Bear, who pleaded guilty 2 months later. Cameron was sentenced in June to 30 days in jail and 2 years of probation. Bear told Child Protection Services he and Cameron put the girl in the chain-link dog pen to discipline her. A police complaint said the confinements happened for 3 days in August 2003 and for 7 days in October 2003. The kennel measured 12 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 6 feet tall, and was in a basement next door to the couple's duplex on Snelling Avenue. The kennel was placed over a drain in case the girl needed to go to the bathroom, Cameron said. Imagine going through that. Packers welcome Bills to practice. Buffalo's Eric Moles front catches a pass with Green Bay's Al Harris defending during a combined training camp session Thursday in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's a photo. Whoa. Jewish man kills 4 on Israeli bus. A 19-year-old Israeli soldier opened fire inside a bus Thursday, killing 4 Israeli Arabs in the deadliest attack on Arabs in Israel by a Jewish extremist since 1990. An angry crowd then killed the gunman. 13 people, including bus passengers and 2 policemen, were wounded in the shooting, which appeared linked to tensions over the upcoming Israeli pullout from the Gaza Strip and parts of the West Bank. The military identified the dead soldier as Private Eden Natanzadeh, a resident of the Jewish settlement of Tapua in the West Bank. Natanzadeh's father, Yitzhak, told the Associated Press his son ran away from his army unit several weeks ago after being told he would have to participate in the Gaza pullout. Vikings put stadium deal in writing. I don't need to read that. Okay, so here's a Peanuts. Okay, so it's Linus and Charlie Brown and Snoopy sitting down by a tree. Linus says, "Your dog isn't much for chasing a ball, is he? Or maybe I just don't know the right word." "Try Cookie," Charlie Brown says. And then Snoopy's thinking, bingo, Snoopy likes cookies, apparently. Okay, so here's Garfield. My bookmark just fell. Crap. Right under the dirty oven. Great. Now I'm going to throw the bookmark away. Okay, so it's John Arbuckle. He's talking on the phone, and Garfield's sitting right there. So John Arbuckle is talking to this person on the phone, and he's saying, "What's that, Ellen? You think I'm boring? Me? Boring?" And then John Arbuckle says, "Well, Ellen, let me tell you a little story." And then it has the thing where in cartoons where they have the Z, which is saying this person fell asleep. So there's a Z on the telephone. So Ellen fell asleep when John Arbuckle wanted to tell her a story, and Garfield is laying back with his tongue hanging out. He fell asleep too for John Arbuckle's story. Okay, so hopefully this video, I don't have to redo this video anymore because I've had enough of this content, this disturbing content in this video.